Newsy news. Good morning, everyone. My name is Onepeg, and in today's video, we're going to talk about a new development in this Ironmace versus Nexon Saga. Just to get you guys all caught up to speed, Nexon, a very large company out of Seoul, South Korea, claims that the lead developers, the heads of Ironmace Games, stole assets from Nexon in a project called Project P3, where they used to be the head of a development team making this game that looks, according to Nexon, very, very similar to that of Dark and Darker. The devs of Dark and Darker had left the studio back in October of 2021. A lawsuit from Nexon was filed personally against one of the heads of Dark and Darker to say that they leaked assets to the public on purpose while they were still employed at Nexon, and then decided to start their own game studio, basically making a carbon copy of Nexon's game. Now, obviously, this has yet to be proven, and this lawsuit has not come to fruition yet. However, there is a new development according to a Korean article from the news agency Yonhap News. So, according to this article, the author Kim Joo-hwan Kwon Jun-woo states that the police have launched a forcible investigation against the Korean game production company Ironmace. According to this article, the South Police Agency's Security Investigation Unit seized and searched the Ironmace office the morning before, this says, so yesterday, and obtained development-related materials. Now, I'll have to apologize here. This is being translated via Google Translate from Korean into English, so obviously a little bit of it's going to be broken up, but obviously we can get the idea here. According to Nexon, again, they allege that Mr. A, who's being named in this article, who's one of the heads of Ironmace, leaked data from Project P3 at Nexon into the public, and then left Nexon, and now, according to them, he's in violation of a Fair Trade Act. Basically, he's violated trade secrets in starting Ironmace and is using their assets to do it. So the police have gone in and searched and seized information that they need in order to make a determination. Based on the data obtained from the search the day before, yesterday, the police will reportedly investigate whether Mr. A and others used the data leaked from Nexon for Dark and Darker. Now, I don't know whether or not this is going to end up hindering the development of this game or not. I can only imagine if they seized information, it's going to slow some things down while they get these things sorted out. Again, my hope is that they aren't in violation of trade secrets and this game isn't going to get buried before it starts, because it's genuinely something special. You don't get 1.9 million players during a playtest week just because the game is free. When the original allegations came to light, and I believe I was the first person to report on it, at least English speaking anyway, Dark and Darker developers, the heads of the studio, came out on Discord and said that there were no stolen assets in their game whatsoever. The only thing that they claim is that they're using a genre, a familiar one, and it's really hard to trademark or copyright a genre. Now, to that effect, I agree. And as a reminder, all of the assets, as far as we've been able to tell, are all retail assets available from the Unreal Store that they have been using in order to be able to build their game as quickly as possible. And they've been scrutinized for using Unreal assets. However, in this case, I think that this is something that they can use for their own defense, because if it's publicly accessible assets that are retail available from Unreal Store, it's kind of hard to say that they've been stolen. Now, of course, there's things like source code and all of these other things, and I am by far and away no legal expert. But as far as I can tell, at least visually speaking, all of the pieces and parts that they're using so far in their game seem like it's just being pulled from Unreal in its storefront. But you can be sure that as the story further develops, I will make sure to keep you all informed. So if you would be kind enough to hit subscribe, I would very, very much appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for coming and checking me out. I stream every day at twitch.tv/onepeg starting around 7 to 8 a.m. Eastern time. And if you feel frisky, give me a follow on my socials at onepegmg on Twitter. Thanks so much, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.